In this episode of Harbor Freight Review, we're going to be looking at the Poulan Pro 18-inch gas-powered chainsaw, item number 64097. This saw features an 18-inch blade, oxy-power technology for increased power, side tensioning chain for quick adjustments, super clean filtering system for extended air filter life, and it also comes with a hard case. Today, we're talking about the Poulan Pro 49cc chainsaw. Now, first, let me just say this up front. I understand Poulan's sold a lot of different places, but it is also sold to Harbor Freight, and that's where we got this one from. And so that's why we're reviewing it. To tell you the truth, up front, I am so on the fence about this chainsaw for the price. 40 or 50 bucks more starts getting you into some of the better known name brands that have better reliability. And I really don't know about this saw. It did exactly what we needed it to do. It cut right through the slab that we were cutting. I'll show you in the demonstration. But one of the things that really irks me about this saw is it's idle. When you start it up, startup procedures, it's a brand new saw, so I'm going to give it to it that it just needs a little wear-in time. But the startup procedures was a little aggravating at first. It didn't just crank right up, even though it's brand new with fresh gas. But once you got it started, second start, and even today, we did all the demonstration yesterday, and we had about 4 hours on the saw, ran through 2 tanks of gas on it. And then even today, it started up pretty quickly. But my biggest complaint about it is during the idle, it will just cut off for no reason. If you don't ease into the trigger, like very gently, it's going to cut off on you. And that is super annoying to have to crank the saw, you get ready, lined up for your cut, and then it shuts off and you got to start the whole process over again. And so that's why I really don't know if I am sold on this saw for the price. If it was $100, sure, that's awesome value for the money. but it is so close, especially without using coupons, to being priced around the same as a more well-known name brand saw like a Still or something like that, that I really don't know. I think you get a lot of features with this thing that for the price you don't get with other less expensive saws. But overall, I really don't know. And to tell you the truth, I'm going to end up returning it. It's good, but it's not good enough. And I would think that if you just need this for around the house, cut down some branches, clean up your yard a little bit, the few little quirks with this thing you probably won't care about. The fact that it cuts off randomly, that's probably no bother because you're probably not using it every weekend. And you're probably not cutting 36-inch slabs out of a monstrosity of a log either. And so this thing was definitely under what we needed. An 18-inch blade is definitely too small for a 36-inch slab. You need at least a 24 or something bigger along those lines. Preferably one that can actually just cut through the whole slab at once. You'll see we kind of struggled with that. But it didn't have a problem with that. The power was there. The blade was super sharp and stayed sharp. It still cuts today. After 4 hours of continuous use yesterday, it started right up and it started cutting all over again. But really, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm going to end up returning this thing because for the money, I think spending the extra $50 is worth it to buy the bigger, better saw. And Harbor Freight and Poulan also at Harbor Freight just don't have that there. And honestly, I think if you're buying something for around the house, Harbor Freight has a full line of battery-powered chainsaws and electric chainsaws. That's probably all you're going to need anyways. A 14-inch bar on an electric chainsaw, if you're just cutting branches, that's all you really need anyways. So I think this is one of those cases of they wanted to bring in a gas-powered chainsaw just to have, and so they just reached out to one of the less inexpensive companies like Poulan to offer this as a product. And so overall, it may or may not fit what you need. For what I need, I either need more powerful or less powerful. I don't need the in-between. And this is really the in-between saw, and that's just why I can't really find a way to be satisfied with it. It looks cool. It sounds cool. It ran clean, no smoke, no nothing. Comes with a carrying case. And overall is probably a good little chainsaw, but for my needs, I either need bigger or I need smaller. And the in-between, and especially with it cutting off all the time, just really makes this not a buy for me. Also, I reached out to the Harbor Freight community on Facebook and asked them for feedback before we went into this. And a lot of people say pretty much the same thing, that spending the extra $50 to get the more reliable, better name brand saw is definitely worth it. And because this isn't a Harbor Freight product, it's not really something that they really promote all that much. You'll see all their coupons and advertising is all for their battery-powered stuff anyways. So I don't even know that Harbor Freight really stands behind this thing. Like I said, I think they just brought it in because they needed a gas-powered chainsaw for their lineup. But overall, I'm so 50-50 on this thing that I can't really give you a good review on it. I'm returning mine, and that's my personal opinion. I think most people end up doing that based on the feedback I saw on Facebook. But it's not a horrible saw. It's just really not good enough. It's good, but not good enough. So that's my 50-50 review for you. Alright guys, let's talk about something serious. Zombie apocalypse. How does this thing fare for the zombie apocalypse? Well, let's just be honest. You already know going into it, you need a chainsaw for the zombie apocalypse. Everyone has one. It's literally in every video game, every movie ever that has zombies has a chainsaw in it. You already know what you're going to do with it. Now this one specifically, I don't know. Watch the review. But chainsaws in general, hell yeah. Get you a chainsaw for the zombie apocalypse. Not only is it good for killing zombies, it's also good for cutting wood, clearing debris, things of that nature. And because it's gas powered, you'll probably be able to get access to the fuel pretty readily, either siphoning out of cars or something like that. Or use the Harbor Freight battery power fuel pump that we did earlier, and then you can siphon the fuel out of that from that way. But either way, zombie apocalypse, get you a chainsaw, you need to have one. And as a rating from 1 to gun, definitely a 9.5. This is a must-have for a zombie apocalypse.
Hey everyone, just want to let you know I'm not affiliated with Harbor Freight and they're not sponsoring me yet. I'm just doing this because I love Harbor Freight and all their tools. I've had lots of great experiences with them, and they're always helpful. The staff is really knowledgeable, and it's really, for the most part, the best bang for your buck. So just want to make it clear, definitely not sponsored yet, Harbor Freight. Call me. And I hope y'all enjoy the videos.